And the deep freeze closed many area schools today, but with just 5 calamity days per school year, some districts are already running out of time. Megan O'Rourke is working for you, getting answers about how the instruction will be made up.
Katie, I talked to several area superintendents today, and they all say the same thing. The lack of days is a concern, but not something they really take into consideration in weather like this. In fact, they say it's student safety that's going to determine whether the doors are open or not. Schools across the Miami Valley are empty today, and if the freezing temperatures continue, there's a good potential they'll be closed tomorrow, too. While that sounds good to most kids, the quick use of calamity days is a real concern for some area districts. I did some checking. In Montgomery County, today was day 3 for Miamisburg and Centerville City schools. Dayton Public Schools have only used 2. Beaver Creek, Fairborn, and Xenia have each used 3 days. In Miami County, Tip City exempted village schools 2, Troy 3. And today also marked day 3 for Springfield City schools, but school there is already canceled for Tuesday, meaning the district will be down to just 1 calamity day for the rest of the school year.
Are you hearing that a lot across the state already?
We're getting a lot of calls from media members today asking about this situation. You know, most school districts have built in 5 calamity days. I think that's required by law. In the past, districts have had to maybe go an extra days at the end of the school year and make those days up. They do have to hit their minimum number of days as required by the Ohio Revised Code.
I talked to John Charlton, the Associate Director of Communications for the Ohio Department of Education this afternoon. He says some schools will offer online instruction in lieu of tacking on days at the end of the year, but it's up to each individual district whether or not that's an option. The only other alternative would have to come from state leaders. In rare cases, the state legislature and the governor have forgiven extra calamity days. Charlton says he hasn't heard any talk of that happening this year. And starting next year, calamity days are going to be a thing of the past altogether. That's when the state is switching over to just requiring schools to have a minimum hour of classroom instruction. For most school districts, that will give a little bit more leeway as far as time away. Reporting live, Megan O'Rourke, 2 News, working for you.